All right, folks, we are live. Let me check. This is working right. I'm pumped fun. Oh, market cap went up by $7,000 today. Cool. All right. Let's start a live stream here. Sorry, starting the live stream on a pump fun. Go live. All right, here it goes. Sorry, you configured this live streaming on StreamYard, but you also have to trigger them manually on a platform like Pump. Using the RTMP credentials is just not enough. Sorry about that. All right, I hope that my friend Steve is going to join me on this broadcast, or maybe my co-founder. There we go. We are live on Pump as well. Nice. Okay, very cool. So that's it. Thank you. I've been busy these last few days. Yeah, everybody in the group knows we are live. We have multiple channels. We're live on X, on YouTube Live, and also on Twitch, and on Pump Fun, obviously. So let me remind everybody of our links. Here we go. So thank you very much for joining us. I figured that we'd give you an update on what's going on. There's been a lot of discussions within the group about the marketing efforts that we want to put in. So there's been a lot of brainstormings. I kind of changed the policy. I opened up the group to anybody that wanted to interject in there and make some marketing proposals. I even posted a video of myself scrolling through all of the proposals that I get daily, and I could get up to 200 private messages every day of people offering us various options, like posting for us on X, etc., to talk about Quest token or to promote the platform. Okay, so, oh yes, Steve wants the invitation link. Let me check. Yeah, I'm going to send it to you right now, Steve. That's pretty cool. If he wants to join us, we're going to have a conversation with a guest. Let me give it to him. There you go. Please join me. That'll be cool. Karen, I don't know if you're watching, but let me send it to you as well. I know you might going to want to join. That would be very nice. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Okay. There we go, Steve. Awesome. Hey, mate, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Extremely well.
Great, great. So yeah, we got some big news,
man. Oh my God. I have a lot of great news. There is some that I can share. There is some that I cannot share because it's part of our strategic plan. I'm just going to say that it would be a very big mistake not to hold Quest token before we make our move, because there are some very big things coming. Our people are very impatient, especially in the crypto world. They can't wait. They can't wait. But you know me, and I know you, and we are both extremely active 7 days a week. We don't stop. And even when I go on Pump, people are still asking me, is this a rug or is this a long-term play? I just love that question.
Right? I don't even know how many days it is now. It's definitely not a short-term project.
Nah, right now, well, I took, you know that I took like 2 years to build the platform, and now the
Right.
coin has been live for 3 weeks. So people tend to think that I built this, I don't know for what, to build it for 2 years. A multi-million-dollar project for a rug pull is kind of ridiculous. I'm trying to, oh, there we go. All right, so I'm in the chat room also of Pump, because I know, Steve, that you like it when people ask questions. So at least now we have the possibility to see them and to answer. All right.
Questions are always
Okay.
good. It
So,
keeps.
I did a very cool experiment.
Mhm.
Yeah, it keeps the interest, and it shows that people are genuinely interested.
Because it is difficult to just speak on here without any specific questions. I'm going to say that.
That's not that. Is that for the past 3 weeks, I think we've been repeating ourselves extensively.
Extensively, yes.
And we've been pretty much explaining this as much as we can. I know that, we don't have as many reviewers as we used to have on Pump, because people, it's usually, I think, the same crowd all the time. So once they've seen you, they're like, I already know what this is about, and they move on. Where we get our largest crowds, obviously, is on X, and that's where our current public is actually coming on board on X Live. So, Steve, first of all, I did a little experiment. So I went into some math calculations, taking into account some of the landmarks, and checking out the kind of like rewards that somebody would earn if they owned one of these landmark NFTs, just for the hell of it.
Mhm.
I know we're going to talk about Quest token and all that. I just want to mention we are streaming on the Quest token Pump Fun channel, not the landmark NFT initiative one. Okay, so let's take the Eiffel Tower, which is a Genesis collection thing. Estimated annual visitors, 6 million. Now, it's conservative because I got some numbers, depending where you look, that says 9 million. Let's just take 6 million. We're fine with that. And let's imagine that only 0.5% of people visiting the Eiffel Tower would use the Ulys Quest app. That would represent only 30,000 people annually that would get to the Eiffel Tower, log into our app, and say, I found it, to earn 50 Quest tokens for free. Right?
Yep.
We can consider that that's a reasonable and conservative estimate.
Very conservative, yes.
Thank you. That would represent 75,000 Quest tokens annually in residual income, with just 5%, not even 20, because the Eiffel Tower pays 20. This is with 5%, like the other tier 3 landmark NFTs. That's 75,000 Quest. You could multiply it by 4. So that's 300,000 Quest tokens per year that you get in residual income if you own the Eiffel Tower. Now, when this is going to reach 1 billion market cap, because it's unavoidable, that's $300,000 per year that you get doing jack shit.
Right. So basically $500,000 Canadian dollars.
Exactly. $500,000 worthless Canadian dollars.
Yeah. So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I mean, with that, you can afford at least, I don't know, a meal at McDonald's in Canada.
Right? And again, this is conservatively speaking at 0.5% and at only 5% revenue when it's actually 20.
So listen to this. The pyramids of Giza in Egypt have 14 million visitors a year. That would mean that if only 70,000 people annually per year would use the app and say, I found it and earned 50 Quest tokens, that would represent, sorry, I have to pull out my calculator here because The calculations were made on 5%, and that is incorrect. 175,000 multiplied by 4. Holy shit. 700,000 Quest tokens per year. Could you imagine owning the pyramids in Giza that are currently going for, I don't know, how much? I'd have to check on the NFT site. And you get $700,000 annually in residual income. That's sick or what?
Yeah, and I can't remember, when you purchase a business, you look at perceived income in the future, and I want to say it's something like a 10-year where it would pay itself off at what it's currently making. Is that not correct?
Yeah. And usually they want it to pay itself off, or let's say to be at least 3 or 4 times the annual revenue or profit that it generates after expense.
Mm-hmm.
And here you would, it's worth $67,000 right now. And that means that you would pay off the that landmark NFT in 3 months.
Right.
Pretty
So that's
sick.
pretty incredible.
Yeah.
At today's prices.
Yeah. And why? Well, because I can't price the NFTs right now at $1 million, but it's definitely what they're going to be worth once we have the user base. So crazy good opportunities with the NFTs. People are completely underestimated these landmark NFTs. Completely.
Yeah. Again, usually we talk about speculators as being a bad thing, but with this real estate speculation, which is what a lot of people like to do, this is huge.
Yeah, and we're being this generous right now because the company needs to raise the money, to be honest, because we're a startup, one hell of a powerful startup. So anyways, I think that at one point people are going to go crazy over these. There's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing out there that actually pays you residual income like this, like unless you buy tokenized real estate in Dubai, which in the UAE they're actually doing. They created a $100 million new building, new tower, and they tokenized it. So you could buy a fraction of an apartment or a fraction of an office. It's insane. Right. There we go. Okay, back to our usual scheduled programming.
Just for somebody that's watching for the first time, or are we gonna explain it again?
Well, there's 4 people watching, so
Oh, really?
yeah, well, we're doing it because this is recorded after and people could watch it on the replay.
Yeah, I also watch it on the replay.
Yeah, so I could throw a short recap. So Ulys Quest is the first ever travel to earn ecosystem, or explore to own when it comes to the NFTs. Basically, you visit a location, a landmark, one of the 103,173 landmarks that we have in our database across 197 countries. And once you arrive to that landmark, one of the landmarks, you confirm your presence on our app, and you instantly receive 50 Quest tokens as a reward straight to your Solana wallet. So visit, confirm, and earn. It's that simple. It's yeah. It's like a slot machine where you win all the time at every pull.
And then for the NFT owners themselves collecting basically a tax, it's done automatically. They don't have to wait for it. They don't have to do anything really. It just goes straight to their account.
Yeah, and the income is daily and it's constant. Every single time somebody clicks, I found it, you own that location where they're at, you receive automatically 10 Quest tokens in your wallet. It's like a constant, endless jackpot of like tokens falling into your wallet nonstop.
And minus the upkeep of actually owning the physical place itself.
Yeah, not having to deal with tenants that don't pay their rent, not having to deal with a leaky roof, with cracks in the foundations. I don't know, with bad weather and storms and whatever that could damage your property. You don't have to redo the paint once every 5 years, etc., etc. You know what it's like, Steve. You own a farm. That's a lot of upkeep.
Right.
There you go.
No, if I could just get the reward from it without actually doing anything, that would be pretty amazing. And that's basically what this is.
Well, sell your farm and tokenize it.
Yeah. Right.
We'll turn it into a landmark NFT, and you'll get your commission every year for life.
So again, that's the other great thing about these NFTs is it's endlessly adaptable with the ability to add special events. There's not going to be a time when this can't adapt to the market.
Right. So we love to take the example of Oktoberfest because we like beer. So if you're at the Oktoberfest in Germany, that is an event that lasts a week. So for 1 week, you're in a special event and you can earn Quest tokens for being there. It could also apply to a marathon, like the New York Marathon. That could be like on the Brooklyn Bridge. It could be a special landmark event. We could talk about sports like the World Cup, the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, or any other event that moves around or that recurs once a year. For example, the Grand Prix Formula One. We can follow the Grand Prix, and everywhere they are, it becomes a landmark for claiming Quest tokens as a reward. The platform is free to join and it's free to use. On top of that, it's your virtual tour guide. The AI in it will guide you and give you interesting information about the place you're visiting and will build you your Quest route as well.
And all these places are guaranteed to be attended. There's never going to be a time where there are 0 people attending the Oktoberfest. So it's pretty much it's not a bet at all. It's a guaranteed success.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, people are quite shocked on, they don't understand why we actually launched this on Pump Fun. And what a utility token on such an incredible platform is doing on Pump Fun. So, yeah, that's. I'm not going to talk about why we decided to do it on Pump Fun, etc. We already talked about that. I'm more interested in discussing the Pump Fun mentality and the opportunity that it gives to traders that are used to fast-paced trading and taking maybe high risk, high reward, or high risk, high punishment type of trading, where here it is safe to ape. So maybe you want to say a word about that.
Yeah, the Pump Fun mentality is really interesting. People like to jump on something while it's going up and up and up, and then play the luck game of pulling out at the right time before they lose everything. You'd be lucky to make it 10 hours on the average meme coin. 18 days is almost unheard of. And at 18 days, it would be pretty much tanked out and never to return again. Whereas this, you can buy it and it's guaranteed to be around for days and days and years to come. And it's a wise investment, especially today's prices. You get in and it can really only go up. And this won't be given up on like all the others. I think that's been proven that even if it goes up and down, it really doesn't matter in the long term.
Don't be surprised don't be shocked by our market cap. I think that our market cap is something that we can't even understand, because it is honestly extremely shocking. People can't get, like, this is not possible when you look at the whole picture. Like, this is too good to be true. So, or there's not enough action on this. It doesn't go fast enough. We want to see huge green candles and then pull out before the dunk. But as you said, you could win at the casino once or twice in a row or three times if you're very lucky, but it only takes one rug, and or you lose everything because people tend to push more and more and take more and more risk, or it just takes one rug for you to lose the profit that you've made on one, two, or three previous trades. So you're basically in a casino. You're not trading. You're
No.
not doing that to make money, you know, to earn a living. And I've seen some people really like complain, saying, "You guys, I hope you burn in hell because I lost my last $150 trading whatever coin." I see that in the chats in other tokens,
Mhm.
and I'm like, well, if that was your last $150 and you really needed it badly, why did you risk it in a casino? Not what can I say?
You'd actually have a better chance at a casino if you play roulette, because then you have a 50-50 chance. It's black or red, right? So
49 because there's a zero, but
right.
yeah.
So the casino would actually be a better bet than 99.9% of these pump fund meme coins.
You know that I was doing some research,
Mm-hmm.
and could you believe it that an independent survey, an independent research group found out that practically 90% of the wallets trading on pump fund are managed by bots.
I believe it. I've seen it.
And I saw that article even on Binance. I'm going to pull it up and paste it in the chat.
Yeah, I see it every day.
You can see the unnatural movements. Let me find this article here. There, on Binance and even on CoinMarketCap. So it says, nearly 90% of top pumped out fund traders might be AI trading bots. According to a new independent research, the overwhelming majority of top traders on Pump Fund and Pump Swap, so that means that it includes also the tokens that have migrated to their DEX, 93 of the 100 highest accounts are active for more than 18 hours per day. So even with nearly 800 non-bot accounts trading more than $10 million each, bots make up for the overwhelming majority of activity. Still, a few analysts questioned the study's methodology, wondering if it falsely flagged human traders. But, you know, is pump fund swimming with bots? How can you trade? How much was it? 18 hours per day or 16 hours per day average for the top traders and not be a bot.
Right. And I guarantee, well, here's another thing about the bots, because I always check into it. You cannot, as a person, do 50 transactions in less than a minute. So, yeah, they're bots. I see them come in and out every single day.
It's kind of funny because people were complaining about our distribution, not understanding that we hold a large portion of the coin because we're going to use it for the distribution of rewards when people use the platform, like giving away 50 Quest tokens per visit, which is nothing. And we hold millions of coins and they're locked up and they're not going to be sold. But people say, oh, well, look at your bubble map and fix your distribution. But when they see these tokens ramping up, I saw a token yesterday. It's easy to check because you just type the name. It was called Israel. Israel with the Israeli flag. I don't know who's behind it, and you know, I have no political or otherwise comments. They're just called Israel. It's just a fact, and it attracted my attention because the market cap within like a few minutes shot up to over like $230,000. I looked at the holders, and 79.5% of the tokens were held by the creator account. So he spent like almost 180 grand to get there. When the token reached like 235,000, you just type Israel token on DEX and it'll come up. You'll see the chart. When it reached 230, he rugged it in one shot. So he made a quick $50,000 in less than half an hour, but he invested almost 200K, 180,000 or so. Plus the you probably got something like 2 grand or 3 grand out of the what do you call it, creator rewards. So not bad for an hour's work. But you buy into that, you can only be a victim. There's no way you could come out a winner of that. If you come a winner, you pull off a few bucks. These guys are all like taking you apart, man. And we are here on Pump Fund offering you a real legitimate coin with a sustained floor that we are holding up. And when some people actually dumped, we picked it up and protected our investors. And we have a lot of like great marketing stuff coming up. I don't want to go into all the details, not to give an unfair advantage to some speculators, because we have a lot of like the Pump Fund crowd that love to buy our token and they make it a sport now. Ours is so regular. We trade within a certain range. They sell at the top of the range. They buy at the bottom of the range. They do range trading with our coin, and they know that it's safe, that they're not going to get rugged. So I don't want to make any like major announcements on the strategies that we'll be employing, although we do discuss a lot of things openly on our Telegram group. But there's some important people behind me, the founder, and my co-founder, Karen, and people like Steve, who work as an ambassador for us and who have invested their time and money buying the coin, because he owns both. He owns Quest tokens, and he also invested in the landmark NFT initiative. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to add.
Right. I think it's very important with the given information that holding is your best option. And if you do the the day trading or minute to minute trading, yes, you can make $10 here, $10 there. Sure, if that's what you want to do. But realistically, the best thing is to buy now and hold, because it will go up. And at any moment, it's going to go up to a point where these day trading people are going to regret losing their spot.
Yeah, so that's a question of trying to time the market. And we know that that's one of the worst strategies possible. You cannot time the market. You're just asking for a stroke of luck. You and I have observed many people that actually just buy the coin, hold for a few minutes, sometimes as little as 2 minutes, and sometimes as high as 2 hours, and then resell for a small loss.
Yeah, they sell at a loss, and then you can see which coin they put it in next and lose it all.
Exactly.
Like it's so simple. Whereas if they just bought it and left it alone, they would end up far better off. But people want to do what they do.
That all depends. Do you want to invest, or do you want to speculate, or do you want to gamble and have fun? So in that case, online gambling, I'm in Malta. I used to be chief technology officer for iGaming companies. You like the thrill of gambling. Why do you like the thrill of risking yourself with a rug pull?
Right. I actually think gambling's a better bet.
And if it's not a rug pull, well, If somebody rugs you, you're going to complain. Oh, it was a rug, blah, blah, blah. If the people don't rug you, you still sell for a very small profit because you have this mentality of buying and selling, and chasing it. So even when you have the opportunity to stick to a trade for the long term, why do you exit? I don't get the mentality behind it.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me either. And at today's prices, like, again, this is an opportunity where you can get in on one of these major projects at an incredibly early age, like Microsoft in the garage kind of thing. So why wouldn't you, one, buy into it and then hold? Bitcoin didn't go up to what it is today in a day or two or a week. It took years, which
14
really paved the
actually.
road for this,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not going to take that amount of time. We're already there.
Well, yes, because the difference with this, as I say every day, instead of launching a coin to raise money to promise you that we're going to build something, I actually built something that works 100%. There's no minimum viable product. This is no site where you go and you go on the different tabs or features and it says under development or coming soon. There's no such thing. When you go on the Ulys platform and you sign up and you travel to earn and you go somewhere and you click I found it, and you use our AI agent to get the guidance, and you use our AI quest generator, everything works. Everything works. So we built it. Took me almost 2 years, a year and a half before I launched the coin. We actually launched the coin 3 weeks ago. And that was the final piece. Then we activated KYC, so the Know Your Client is in place, which means that we're a 100% legitimate company with a legitimate project, with a super powerful platform that's fully functional. And KYC is in place, so we're compliant all over the world. We're present in 197 countries. We offer 103,000 landmarks where you could get rewarded in Quest. God damn it. What more do you want from me?
Right.
I'm sorry to say it like that, but
And then,
funny.
Yes, it's fully functional, and yes, it's great the way it is. But on top of that, better things are happening even daily, like new ideas and adaptability. It's still getting better and better and better. So I know not only did you already get a fully functional app with this, it's getting better.
So the endless potential of the growth and expansion towards all sorts of incredible business uses, because definitely unavoidable that every single hotel, restaurant, airline, business, tourist hotspot, activities, theme parks, you name it, where they're looking for tourists and visitors, yacht charter companies, boat rentals, properties. We're going to become bigger than Airbnb, man.
Oh, I believe
Definitely.
so, for sure.
Airbnb, all they do is rent properties, and they're in a $9 billion market.
Really?
We're in the tourism industry. Every single person traveling, or even not traveling, you're in your own hometown, you go down to your own town square and you collect Quest tokens. We're into a $9 trillion industry. So it means that we have the potential to be 10 times bigger than Airbnb. And if you think I'm delusional, well, remember that you need crazy people in this world like Steve Jobs or like myself to make crazy dreams happen. And I am the guy that built the Web3 platform that's going to usher in mass adoption of Web3 and crypto to the world, and to people that are not into crypto and that don't even like it, because they're going to use our platform because they could travel to earn. Because if they don't like crypto, they're going to be rewarded with gift cards or something else. But meanwhile, they're also going to want to use it because it's a free AI tour guide, because it generates a route for them. If you go to a country or city you've never been, you don't know what to visit, This will tell you exactly where to go and what to do, and it'll reward you for it on top of that.
Right. Like that's the way I see it also, is even if you're not interested in cryptocurrency at all, if you were just to ignore that part of it, it's a very useful application standalone. So the cryptocurrency part, just look at that as being a bonus. And all these ideas like Airbnb, Uber, buying stuff off the internet, Amazon, these were all crazy ideas in the beginning also, and now they're fully adapted. Everybody uses them.
Dude, I don't know who it was that told what's his name, the owner of Amazon. They told him he was crazy because nobody would buy books online.
Right.
And then after the books, he started adding DVDs and CDs. Remember that? And it was music. And now every single merchant in the world opens an account and sell their stuff through them, and they take a commission, and they have warehouses all over the world.
Exactly.
Call me crazy.
Right. I swore I would never buy something off the internet, and now that's pretty much all I do.
Did you see what happened on Black Friday?
No. What happened?
Stores were empty.
Really? Oh, because they're buying stuff off the internet.
Exactly. They're getting Cyber Monday.
Yep.
So they prefer buying it off the net than actually going outside. So the retail business model is dying, and we can help it. Because if you have a retail business and you take a location on our platform, you become a Quest host location. It means that we send tourists to your store or your shop or your restaurant or your place of business or your hotel or your services, because we reward them for going places. So we are the only business model that actually sends foot traffic into physical places. I think even governments could be interested in actually buying a spot on our platform for things like museums and events they organize.
Or even their own country.
Where they sell tickets. That's going to be an interesting subject.
Mm-hmm. Right, the adaptability and the ideas that are coming up with daily, people should be listening to these lives. There's huge information coming out every single day. So if you're not watching, you're missing out. And again, you can always watch this later. You could watch it 2 days from now. It's going to be the same message.
You know how I measure how people are actually not listening to us and not realizing what this is going to become? Mm-hmm. I measure it by our market cap. Because to me, it's directly related. Somebody realizes what this is, he bought, and he's never letting go.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it as well. If you take a look at it, you can't deny what this is. So that just means they're not taking a look.
That's why we have a small community. We're 434 members in our group. But man, the people who bought into this now, hardcore believers.
Yeah, you couldn't tear it away from them.
I don't think so. Now, of course, because they find this also exciting, they're really in a rush to see it implement some strong marketing strategies. But we're in a complex situation. Let's speak honestly about this right now. Mm-hmm. I launched these coins, the Quest token and the Landmark NFT Initiative token, on a pump fund. And obviously, it was the pump community, fast-paced, fast trading, high risk, high reward, big rug pull kind of thing. So our platform theoretically had nothing to do there. But because I did not want to create my own token, mint it, do a pre-sale, have these tokenomics where I start saying, okay, 15% for the team, 20% for the pre-sale, 15% for marketing, 5% for marketing and partnerships, this and that and the other. I said, hell, this goes public and that's it. I launched a coin on Pump Fund. I buy 5% myself.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in the reserve in a multi-sig wallet, and that's the payout of 50 Quest tokens, and then the 95% to the public. Buy-in is practically you guys who own and run the company once you own those coins. And the kind of response, this is going to take some time. That was one of the first reactions I saw, and I was like, what the hell?
Actually, I don't think Pump Fun is that bad, actually. Like, yes, there's bad coins on there, a lot. But when I first started doing this, and again, I haven't been doing it for very long, I was on Phantom and a few other ones. And when I finally found Pump Fun, I was pretty surprised because it gave a lot of information to somebody new like me. And it had live streams, it had creator rewards. There were a lot of good things about Pump Fun. So the site itself, I don't think is the problem. The problem is the 99% of these coins rug pull. That's the problem.
Okay, so to stay to what was the point that I was trying to make here? Sorry, I kind of lost my way. I tend to get off subject, sidetracked sometimes. Because this community was initially built with the Pump Fund crowd, which means that everybody that's into the business of crypto, whether it's guys making stickers, guys creating or offering you services through their bots, channels promoting a shout out, guys on X that want to make a post for you on their X account because they have a certain number of followers and they consider themselves influencers or cults. Everybody's trying to make a living. I respect everybody. I don't have a problem with that. It's just that for us in the business that we are and where we're going, we're a legitimate, like we're going to become a legitimate big corporation. And that will probably end up being a publicly traded company. Well, right now, all this crowd is probably not exactly our target market. And we have to look to talk to a different kind of investor, maybe the kind of guy that usually invests in the stock market or bonds or whatever, and says, I'm going to buy and hold because this company is going to be worth, by some estimates, we could go as high as $10 billion in market cap or the valuation of the company. With 100 million people signed up to it, we're there. So yeah, that's a transition that we have to deal with. It's a unique opportunity for people in the Pump Fund community or the circles to understand that even a purchase of like $10 of our coin could yield them thousands in not too much time. So the transition is the hard part.
Which has been occurring because the live streams are not only happening just on Pump Fund now. They're spread out to different platforms.
Yeah, so right now we are live streaming currently on Twitch, on YouTube, on X Live, not on Spaces, Instagram sometimes, not tonight, because it's a pain in the butt. You have to enter the stream key every single time you stream there, and I don't have my team with me to manage the technical stuff, so I'm not streaming on Instagram today. And I'm also streaming on Pump Fun, although it's something that I think we're going to stop doing. We have a video there running 24/7, which is a 14-minute video that shows a complete demonstration of our platform, which is 100% fully functional. So this is the great part. You don't have to take our word for it that we built something cool. You can just go sign up, step outside, try it for yourselves, and confirm that we did not lie to you. So that's it. So now this transition, concerning our community and people that are eager to see us advance with marketing, we went through the experience of buying marketing through the traditional mediums, like paying calls, key opinion leaders, paying influencers, and buying all sorts of like services and channels and shout outs on Telegram, etc. And all we got is a pump in them. I mean, our market cap shot up to $92.1 thousand all-time high, came back down, and every time there's a green candle, somebody sees the opportunity to cash in 0.001 sol profit, and he's super happy. And we're like, our market cap at 10,000, 15,000, 40,000, 80,000 is insignificant. It's irrelevant. At this stage, it should be just there for, and now it's accumulation phase. Anybody who has 2 brain cells, just accumulate. Just
Right.
accumulate.
I think if you watch,
right,
if you watch the demonstration video, then you will see what this is about, and you should not be buying and selling immediately. I think the people who are doing that, buying and then selling, 10 minutes later or 2 hours later, I don't think they watched the video, and I don't think they really looked into this, because if they did, they wouldn't do that.
Clearly. Now, how do we address our own community that, as I say, are eager to see things come into play? We made a lot of tests. We literally burned thousands of dollars in marketing strategies.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the results. Look at the market cap. We're not happy with it. Now, ourselves buying it, we've propped up the coin up to 80,000. You saw it happen yourself, Steve, 2 times. We brought it up to 80K. What do people do? Even small account holders selling into that because they can't resist taking a 2x profit or a 3x profit or even a 10x profit. They can't resist it, maybe because they need the money desperately. That brings the market cap down way too much. And I mean, we could continue propping it up, but that creates another problem. Then we hold too much of the supply.
Right.
I mean, we could buy 100% of the supply and leave nothing to nobody. We could do that as well.
So again, I think the people who are doing that for small profits, I don't believe they looked into it. I don't believe they watched the video. I think what ended up happening there is they saw it on the movers list. They saw the price going up, so they bought. And then, like every other coin on Pump Fund, when it went up, they sold, not looking into it. There's no way somebody has looked into it, watched a demonstration, learned about the coin, and would do that. There's just no way.
Yeah, true. But even for the speculators, they do it because somewhere they know that they're safe buying our coin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if they buy to speculate and the price goes down, they're like, but it's okay because this is not a coin that's going to rug me, so it'll go back up and I'm going to break even or turn a profit. So that, I mean, comes into play. But back to our community, we launched a coin like less than 3 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago exactly, if I recall. And because it's the crypto investors and not the traditional stock market investors, it seems that things are never going fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
And we are working as in the team in the back end here, myself. Well, I'm not going to repeat my background. Just check out my LinkedIn on the website. Check out my co-founder's LinkedIn. We said it more than once. We were on the Shark Tank, and I was on the Shark Tank twice, and we struck a big deal. And we did a convention in Vegas with the Metaverse Expo. I was the first guy to do it. And we have tremendous experience. I've been working 30 years, all levels in IT. Clean record. We never pulled any scams or anything. But there is still, because it's crypto and not a traditional trader,
Mhm.
the feeling that things are not moving fast enough. And although, like, we have all this experience and we're doing things the right way, we're going through trial and error. We tried the calls, we tried the bots, trading, volume, trending, this, that, and the other. We Everything that's like artificial, like the bots, people want to see some movement on the chart, or they say people think that it's dead. Well, honestly, to me, from an experience point of view, that means that they didn't take a look at the project behind it. If they're looking just at the chart and they're looking for movement to see that it's not dead, then they're not looking at the project. They're looking at a chart to see if they could speculate on it. So is that our kind of clientele?
I would hope not. But yeah. What we really need is people just to, again, like, do the research, and then they'll see. It's so obvious. Once you look into it, it is so obvious that it's going to go way higher than times 10, or these people selling times 2 or whatever. All you have to do is just take a look, and then they'll hold. I have no doubt. But I believe these people aren't looking into it at all. I think it's a flyby, put some money down and hope for the best kind of thing, just like everything else. And when they see it not moving, they think it's, oh, you're not going to make $1 million in 10 minutes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But
Steve, how do you? Yeah, go ahead, please.
yeah, I just, when things go up quickly, they tend to come down very quickly. Like, you can just look at any chart out there on all these coins that shot up in the beginning and then they're basically stagnant afterwards. This did the opposite. It built slowly from the beginning. And yes, it might go slowly for a while, but once it starts moving, it's going to move very quickly, I believe.
And you saw what happened to Sahara. I posted it
Yeah.
actually in our group. So
Scary.
Sahara had a stagnant price for like months, and it's an Sahara AI backed by a lot of like major companies who injected millions of dollars into it. And they had a vesting schedule with token unlocks, a bit like absolutely every big company does. And they released something like 1.3% of the supply just 2 days ago. And it took a dunk, like 40% down, one red candle. So
Yeah.
people did the vesting, they get their interest, and instead of holding on to it because Sahara AI has a potential of being a great company with artificial intelligence, they said, well, this is free coins that I got from the vesting, it's the interest, might as well sell it. And they're selling for peanuts. They dumped everything.
Yep. No, that hammered down. I saw that and I was like, whoa, there's going to be some
and you're
upset
talking
people.
about a legitimate company behind this, huh? Backed
Right.
by some solid venture capital firms, etc. So, like,
So that's something that can't happen here, which people should appreciate.
yeah, because we didn't mint our own token, so we don't control the distribution. We didn't do a massive airdrop to millions of wallets that can all dump once token launched and cash in and create a huge hole. And we control most of the supply. And on the contrary, that protects everybody. So uh, although people complain about it in 1 week, 2 weeks, now we're 3 weeks. Well, wait until it's 3 months and then 3 years. And then finally people will say, oh, they didn't sell their supply. Maybe it would be a good idea. And by the way, notwithstanding, we've passed 1,100 holders right now. So our holder base is increasing steady. So people are even buying small amounts and holding on to them.
I see daily these people keep on asking the same questions, and they're on X. What's a legitimate project? What won't get rug pulled? What can I put my money in and make times 100 times 1,000, all these questions. It's always the same. And I try to tell them, but I think it's something that everybody wants, but nobody's listening. This is
Now,
literally it.
I've observed another phenomenon by looking at what's happening in our group, and also because we went through like all the channels, like Major Bots, major announcements, and the part of the Major Buy Bot group, etc. And there's a tremendous amount of people in there, hundreds of thousands of people following this.
Mhm.
Most of them all wanting to work in the crypto sphere, so offering their services, raiders, shillers, this, that, and the other. But these people, when, for example, I posted on the major announcement group, they have, I think, 65,000 followers. Then we saw in one shot, within half an hour, a huge influx of people that joined the group. Remember that moment? It went crazy.
Yeah.
And all of them started right away with, let's fucking go and to the moon and all that bullshit. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, these guys just stepped into the project. They know nothing about our company. They don't know what we do. They don't know at all what it's about. And they say that because they probably think that it's just like any meme coin. It works on hype.
Yeah. No,
But we
that's my
don't
favorite
need
part.
hype. We're fucking solid, man. We don't need any hype at all.
That's my favorite part, when I get a message being like, "Oh, I really want to work with you. This is a great project, blah, blah. Now, can you send me the information about it?" And it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly.
But I
So,
give them all the same advice. I'm like, the best advice I can give you is buy some coins and hold. And I say that to every shiller, every salesperson that comes around. That is the best advice I can give you.
but it's so that where I was, it's absolutely true. But where I was getting to
Mm-hmm.
is that how could you work in this field of crypto, in the CT or crypto Twitter sphere, and jump like this from one project to another? You're looking to make, you're desperate. You're looking to make $10, $20, $30. Most of them come from Pakistan, India, Nigeria. We know it now thanks to Elon Musk. And these people are looking to, make a living through crypto, because otherwise there's not much they can do in their own country. And as I said, I respect everybody trying to make a living, no matter how. Everybody tries their best. But at some point, when you're jumping from one group to the other and you're not even looking at what the project is about, and you're just going in there and right away to the moon and this and that, like, aren't they getting like tired of it? Aren't they? Don't Won't you like get fed up? Don't you see that this is something that is, the hype is not working anymore? People are not falling for it anymore. Hyping a project just and making it work with hype, it worked at the beginning with the first meme coins, but it's over. Even Pengu, that is actually talked about on every single channel feed. I think they bought every single influencer account or call account out there. Look at their market cap. Look at their coin. For the past 2 or 3 months, it's a constant stare of like red going down, 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 down. You think they're going to recover because they're going to sell their plush in the supermarkets? Or so this meme coin mentality and let's do everything on hype and there's no substance behind it, not going to work. The only way you're going to see this hype work is if the founders in the background buy the supply themselves, just like with Pepe or other meme coins that I'm not going to mention because I have a couple in mind, but I consider them good people. I know who's behind them and I respect them. Not to mention Wobbles, so I won't mention them. But okay, these people own 60% of the coin, but they're not rugging anybody. So, but it's extremely limited. I mentioned here one project, but it's still a meme coin project. We have a real life utility proven. We're not just a DeFi project. First of all, we're not another exchange or we're not another layer. We're a DePIN. We're an infrastructure project. We're mapping all of the world's landmarks using people that go there and confirm their presence, and we reward them for it. And we're mapping all of the world's landmarks on the blockchain with our mechanism.
Right? It reminds me of that one building you just said, so they tokenized a building. Well, this is tokenizing the world, the physical world. So one building's great, but how about this? And then as for the jobbers out there, and they don't know about the project at all, they want to be a part of it. I think it's because with all those meme coins that are basically all the same, it doesn't matter what the project's about. They just need to know which one to throw, the bullets at, because they're all the same. It doesn't.
The recommendation that I get most of the time now, no matter who I'm having this conversation, and I'll be honest, I love having conversations with AI. Just the brainstorm. I love using Gemini, great conversationalist Gemini. When I want something really, really, like I use the deep research function, I use Claude Sonnet. I use like practically all the AIs, and I have conversations with them about this. And then I talk to people, of course. I'm a people person. I'm very active in our community. I talk with everybody, and I talk physically to people here. This is my office. This is not a green screen. As I always say, this is real. It's just that it's 7:51 in Malta on a Sunday, and I'm at the office. And people are telling me you shouldn't be obsessed with the price of the coin. Concentrate on just growing the platform. Users, adoption. Get people to use the platform. So you guys out there who want to help us, instead of being obsessed with us buying Boost on Deck Screener, go out, use the app, because you've done it. Go out, use the app. Like we had a guy go to Central Park in New York, confirmed his presence, pasted a screenshot on social media and says, it works. Do that. If 20 people do that, and we're showing like 20 different people in 20 different cities demonstrating, look, I use the app here, it works. I collect Quest tokens.
Right.
It's very easy on Android app. You just scroll down from the top bar, and you can activate screen recorder. And while you're in our app and you confirm your presence, you record the whole thing. Share it on social. Share it in the groups with us.
Right? Like I would like to see some videos of people using the app as well, like around the world, in whatever language you speak. It won't matter. Just if somebody were to post some videos of them using the app, that would be great.
You imagine the kind of like excitement and FOMO that it could build just right. If these videos of real people using the app start going viral.
It could really change things very, very quickly. Yeah. And it's doable because the app works.
So everybody in our community, there's 1,102 token holders right now. If just a fraction of these like want to help us, because everybody says like work for your bag, etc. But work for your bag. First of all, when we do raids or we do shells on our group, I'm sorry to say a lot are not participating, but they take the liberty to complain, and because they're token holders, we shut up. But dude, you want to help. Don't keep on asking me to just throw money at it. Throwing money at marketing is not it's not a guaranteed solution. There's thousands of coins out there throwing money at marketing every single day. we compete by distinguishing ourselves by the fact that we have a platform, we have an app that freaking blows any other project out of the water, like literally. So you guys want to help in a concrete manner? Take the freaking app, step outside, go visit a landmark, click on confirm, film the thing, or take a screenshot. And God damn it, share it on social media. You're working for your own bag. Not only are you going to show the world that it works and they're going to be interested in the project and they could buy Quest token, but on top of that, by doing so to promote the platform because you hold the coin, you're also earning 50 Quest tokens for doing it, for visiting just one place. You're getting paid to do it. How's that for a trade-off?
Right. And something as simple as replies on posts. And I've asked this probably 100 times, but I'll ask it again. Because you're in the group already, because you believe in the project, make a heartfelt comment, reply to the posts, please. It helps. You know what I mean? And it doesn't cost you anything. It's very simply done in half the words.
Yeah, the X algorithm has actually changed. And you see that, I see that a lot of like accounts that we know of, even people who work with us for a long time, they post a comment now, go straight to spam. They've been flagged.
Some of mine too, which I don't understand, because I don't just throw up a rocket ship and say LFG. Like, I make real specific posts every time, and then it'll go to spam, which I don't understand.
So I think that they changed the algorithm, and it's a combination of things. They look, first of all, if you're like generating regularly quality content. They're looking at the number of followers that you have, if you are like a verified account or not, whole bunch of stuff. But there is a complete business on X. Like all these people that try to sell us a post for $25 and that have 50,000 followers, 30,000, 60,000, or 100,000, they did it by becoming what they call in their own terms a reply guy. So the fact that the X algorithm boosts, gives you more views when you reply to a post than when you create one, well, then everybody was more interested in replying on their large accounts rather than posting, which means that the large account on X dominate practically the whole marketplace. And the repliers are growing into like communities of a certain number of followers, which then allows them to do two things: collect payment from X on advertising shares. So they get, every time X makes a payout, some money, and they're selling a post on their feed. The problem is that they're all following each other. So one guy that's, let's say, in crypto and that wants to sell you a post on his channel, he's following all the other crypto guys. So how many investors are actually in this like list of followers? If you eliminate the bots and the fake accounts, if you eliminate all the crypto pros, and I'm sorry, I'm not racist, got nothing to do with that. We got people from everywhere on our team. But you know, if there are accounts that come from Pakistan and India, they're not really investors. People even buying $10 or $20, they're not investors. They're speculators. They buy for 10 or 20, they sell 10 minutes later because they want to make $5, because in their country, it's a lot of money. I get it. But looking at it from purely a financial, strategic, financial like point of view, if you want to invest your money into marketing and you want to get some concrete results, You want to do it in what is going to convert into some real investors and holders. If I look at the Solana trending channel on Telegram, you see these coins passing by that are trending. There are some investors there buying for $1,000, $2,500, $3,000 of these coins. Maybe they're speculating, fine, but we're not getting this kind of volume, and we deserve much better than this.
The other thing that just doesn't make any sense about these salespeople is if you're such a good salesperson and you're guaranteeing 100,000 or 200,000 market cap by you paying them, would you not buy some coins first? Right?
Well, they don't do it because they know that their traffic is garbage. Well, of course they do. Otherwise, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
We hired 6 calls. We paid them hundreds of dollars for a pin post for 48 hours. What was the end result? They didn't buy any coins. We didn't see any movement on the chart when we struck that deal with them. You would have thought, wow, these 6 calls are going to make a post. They're all going to buy a bag. They didn't.
No, the only post so far that made any difference was in the beginning when somebody made a heartfelt comment because they had purchased the coin themselves and was impressed with the platform,
and then that blew up.
Yeah,
and that person did it during a live, and we didn't pay that person to do that. They said, I bought $200 of Quest, and I'm just going to forget about it because that project looks truly amazing. That person had 83,000 followers, and man, did they rush into our group, and our market cap, boom, shot up.
After days of waiting.
Yeah.
And then it was instant.
Yeah. So why am I saying all this? Number one, I'm not criticizing anybody's business model. I respect it all. It's fine. Maybe it doesn't work for us. Maybe for a meme coin, it works better. I have no issues with the way anybody is running their business. I respect the key opinion leaders when, they do an honest job. They build their following, millions of people, and they post to promote projects. Fine. They're not making any false promises. They're not lying. Some of them are into organized rug pulls. That's a completely different story. I'm not talking about these people. But the subject matter here is about us. It's about Quest. It's about Ulys Quest. It's about where we want to take this coin. It's about the fact that our community is concerned about marketing. And it's about the fact that I'm trying to relay here that I have tremendous experience with all this. When somebody utters their first 3 words, I know already where they're going. I know if they're trying to sell me something and what it's going to be. And I've dealt with these people on X, and I paid a whole bunch of influencers. So when I say that's not going to work and people get frustrated, but do something, it's better than doing nothing, the market cap's going down. I'm like, first of all, market cap going down is irrelevant considering where we're going, which is unavoidable. So just buy and frickin' hold, and don't FUD the project. Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm not going to mention names, but you know who I'm thinking of.
Yes, I do.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, so, I've been around long enough to see it all.
You guys know that Frank is behind me. You saw the post he did on the group yesterday. I pinned it. Right. He told you guys, every single one of you who puts down $1 for marketing, I'll match it. You put 5,000, I'll put 5,000. We'll take 10,000 and we'll do something.
Very generous.
Who did it? We raised $89 in the multi-sig wallet with our community. So even our community, we don't have the buyers that have the firepower to really do much. So it's a question of the target audience, because we're reaching thousands of people. I see it in the traffic that we have on our websites, on our channels, etc. We're everywhere, from TikTok to Instagram to Facebook to you name it, we're there. Two coins on Pump Fund. One migrated, the Quest token migrated, but it's now sitting at a market cap of 37,000. And the Landmark NFT initiative, which people are completely underestimating, sitting at a stupid market cap of $5,000, but this is going to skyrocket because we are going to sell first 10,000 NFTs right now for the landmarks that are going to yield 5% rewards for every visit. Yeah, 5,600, the market cap. LNI, Landmark NFT Initiative Token. I'll paste the contract address here in the chat. People want to see that one too. That's the contract of LNI. And let me paste the contract of Quest so you can see both. So that market cap is going to explode as well. What's cool is that you buy an NFT, it's going to give you 5% interest for life for every Quest token earned in play by people visiting landmarks, or the one that you own. Then we're going to take those LNI tokens and we're going to buy Quest. So we're going to prop up Quest like violently with I think the total value of the NFTs we're selling is over $2 million. So imagine a $2 million injection just in Quest, and the market cap sitting at 37,000. If you don't buy like for $10 now and forget about it, and you're watching this, so now we told you, you're going to be banging your head against the wall when you're going to look at that chart in a long time.
Have we done a video fully explaining the LIN?
LNI, yeah,
LNI,
Landmark NFT Initiative. Yeah, no, hard to grasp.
How, like, the importance of it and how it was basically always a plan. It just came out earlier than expected.
Yes, absolutely. And people were wondering why. Why two coins? Well, it's very complicated. First of all, our platform runs entirely on smart contracts. There's 6 of them in the background. So it handles one coin, the Quest token. If I had to integrate the Quest token in the Landmark NFT project for NFT trading as well, it would complicate things dramatically and have some very complicated effects. Second, there's a regulatory problem that people do not see. So we have to think about everything. We are not selling securities or investment products. We have a Quest token. We reward players. People buying and selling Quest on the decentralized exchange, it's not us. We're not custodian of your tokens, and we're not selling an investment product because it's not a coin that we minted, that we're selling, that we're distributing. So we have no issues with MiCA because we're in the European Union. I'm located in Malta, right under Italy. And the NFTs being sold by this LNI token, and LNI becoming the token that is going to be exclusively used to buy and sell the NFTs on our own NFT platform, well, it allows for complete segregation. So the regulator can never come and tell me you were selling securities with Quest, because by selling NFTs, it became a security. And then, so now if we have an issue with the NFT sales, well, it's not going to affect the Quest branch. So I know it's complicated to explain, but it was absolutely necessary for a technical standpoint to separate the two platforms in the two platforms. Yes, the landmark NFT sales and the quests into two separate kind of like tokens to be handled by two different kind of smart contracts, because then the landmark NFT contracts would be linked to the quest token contract. And I'm the guy who developed and coded the whole platform. I can't explain it, but God, the complexity of it, because Solana contracts are not as simple as Solidity contracts on Ethereum or on the layer 2 or on Polygon, which is also an ERC20 coin. Solana has to be coded with Rust. And Rust is not even a coding language that was meant initially for smart contract. It was meant for something completely different. And it was adapted for smart contracts. Then the amount of dependencies and configuration required on one system to have all the versions of the dependencies that correspond with the versions of the like smart contract functions for them to work together, you would pull your hair out. It takes days to configure one functioning mechanism. And Rust contracts are extremely complex. So really, I absolutely needed to segregate the two. Now, of course, one could think that one hurts the other. They don't, absolutely don't.
Yeah, so the landmarks were always going to be sold. That was always the plan. LNI was just a simple way of creating a currency to buy them. And that's really the only way of looking at it. So now there's a specific currency to buy these landmarks that were always going to be sold. And all the proceeds will go to Quest to prop it up.
Absolutely.
So it's not like it's a separate thing. It is a separate thing, but for the benefit, again, of the entire project.
So now, because we're selling 10,000 NFTs now, and we're selling 90,000 more backing that up afterwards, the price of LNI is going to shoot up. And it's an opportunity. Okay, you guys are on Pump Fund. You want to speculate. You buy LNI now at a market cap of 5,000. Just the first 10,000 NFTs are going to fetch $250,000. $250,000 injected in LNI will send the price shooting up. But people see LNI sitting at 5,000 and say, it's a dead token. I put a line there. Don't dismiss this coin. It's not a meme coin. You got this all wrong.
Yeah.
So let it sit there at that market cap. It doesn't matter. It's just another opportunity that people are not seeing.
Yeah, it's another coin that's not going to go away. And at that market cap, like, how could you not want it?
I'll just say it again. I worked my ass off for 2 years. It cost me literally everything to build an extraordinary platform that is 100% functional. It's fine-tuned. It's magnificent. Yes, I'm biased. I'm sorry, but I love it. It's nice. And I did all the hard work. And I minted a token in which I don't hold a huge amount of the supply, 5% that we reserve to pay for player rewards. And I want my company to become a legitimate multi-billion-dollar company and go public. I gave this coin basically to you guys, the public, giving you the opportunity to literally make a freaking fortune off of my hard work.
It reminds me of to me, it's something that would ordinarily go to something like the Shark Tank, where one or two people would buy in and pretty much own everything. And yet now the people are basically the sharks and able to buy in whatever they want.
So, I mean, I was on the Shark Tank twice. I closed the biggest deal of the season, of the first season I was on. So, technically, I am supposed to be invited to Shark Tank US, Shark Tank in America, the big Shark Tank. If I go there and I pitch this project, forget it. It's over.
Right? Because
over.
that's a guaranteed sale. They won't even have to think hard.
Dude, I can't fail this. And I was on the Shark Tank with my co-founder, Karen, where we closed that deal for the Jigsaw Puzzle International Convention and the first ever Metaverse Expo that we did in Las Vegas in 2022. So just recently, we're a killer team, and she's going to be with me there at Shark Tank US. There's no way we're not closing the deal.
Yeah. No, I see that going, well, so then right now saying that, people will have the opportunity still to buy in, especially at an incredibly low price before that occurs.
Yes, and you could wonder then why do you care about this? Well, because right now I bootstrap this from the ground up. Just creator rewards is helping us sustain the project until we get some serious corporate business and that we grow the user base. Also, I cannot attract massive investors to the company, and I can't spend tens of thousands of dollars on very, very important marketing campaigns that we have in mind. Like, for example, doing a press release on Chainwire across 100 plus crypto websites that total over 25 million views per month, where we would have guaranteed placement on the front page with our story explaining what Ulys Quest is. I can't do that saying that we're this big company and we have this big vision sitting on a micro cap of 37K.
Yeah. No, it completely makes sense.
I thought that the public will see this project as a no-brainer and that this market cap would explode. And as I said, it puts me in a bind. Because if my investors and I and my partner, we say, okay, the hell with it, let's buy everything. Well, then I own the whole supply. It doesn't show. I'd rather have 10,000 token holders. Shows legitimacy of the project as well. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to pump this up to rug you guys. I'm looking to pump this up so I can have a solid user base saying, look, there's 10,000 people that bought our coin. That means they believe in our project. The credibility it gives me when I go see some legitimate corporate investors that are now looking at it and saying, but you have a micro cap, you have 1,000 holders. Why?
So anybody watching this and listening right now should realize the steps that will be taken. And right now, it's an incredible deal. You can get in now before any of the others do. Like right now, it's cheap. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's on sale. So now is definitely the time.
Yeah, sorry if I'm yawning. You guys know I work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and I'm streaming every day. On top of having, like, I coded for 8 hours today, and we've already been live for an hour and a half. We're at 9 hours and a half today of work already for me, and it's 8:20 p.m. And instead of being home with my wife and son, I'm here in the office talking to you. So, guys, I would like it if the Pump Fund community watching right now on Pump, ape in, please.
Right.
What
Because I'm
risk are
telling
you
you right
taking?
now,
You
like,
know, I'm not going to rug you. I cannot rug you. We just explained to you that this is not the kind of project or the kind of situation we're in where we have any interest of rugging you for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. We're way beyond that. We've been here doing this for 3 weeks already. At what point will you guys stop looking at the bubble map and saying, oh, but look at your distribution? Guys, we're not a meme coin. Look at the project. Get that out of your head. There's a reason for this. And believe it or not, it's in your own interest.
Right? Like if I come, I don't have it right now, but if I come into some money and there's a market cap that's at all reasonable, really, so anything under $1 million, I'm going to buy a large percentage and then I'll lock it.
Steve is not paid by us. He's an investor like everybody else. Steve is a farmer. You know that farmers work extremely hard. We thank him very much. It's because of people like him that we eat, that we have some good food on the table. Thank you for that. And he's taking his hard-earned money and he invested it in both our coins because he believes in the team. And on top of that, he's spending countless hours every day on our Telegram group, being our ambassador, and convincing people to join in, telling people to buy, writing extensive posts on X explaining the value of the project by giving quality replies and not just, let's fucking go. Please show us some love. I'm really tired. Honestly, I'm really tired. I need you guys to help out here. How much, I don't know, how much more safety, security guarantees. We discussed this more than once, my co-founder, Steve, and I, and publicly, we've had this debate. Find me one single negative aspect of Ulys Quest, of the platform, of anything. Find one. There isn't one single person that came up and said, but this is a black spot because of this. We didn't even have any criticism saying that, well, you know, that function, you could improve it. So, yeah.
And
I don't know.
I wouldn't tell my friends and family or try to tell all these people on X or whatever platform that this was great if I didn't truly believe in it myself. Like, I'm not a salesperson. I don't just, run around saying good things and hoping people will buy. No, I'm trying to help people because I know there's people out there like me that have very little and could really use this because and you don't have to put $1,000 down. One guy bought $50 and he was like, oh, it's not very much. And it's like, you know what that $50 will be? Like, you'll be glad you did.
I'll give you one example exactly 5 minutes ago, because I have the blockchain right here. 5 minutes ago, somebody sold for $19.56 of the token. He sold 534,500 quests for 0.1413 Solana. Less than 0.15 Solana. These 534,000 coins, when we're going to reach a market cap of $1 billion because it's unavailable, that would be worth $500,000. And it was worth $19.56. The guy just threw it away. Now, if I track his wallet, he probably put those $20 in a meme coin, and he probably got already rugged.
Yep.
That was 6 minutes ago. It's enough. I could track his wallet, and we usually do that. We do that, and we put the screenshot in our Telegram group and laugh about it.
Right. Usually just out of curiosity's sake.
Like, the guy bought for $42, sold for $42, and made a P&L of negative 22 cents.
Perfect.
He did a few transactions between $10 and $250 over a 10-day period, in and out, in and out, in and out, losing small amounts. And ridiculous. And he's break even.
And that's at $1 billion market cap being $500,000. And when every single person in the world uses cryptocurrency just like they use bank cards or cash, a $1 billion market cap will be nothing. Like you're going to see $1 trillion cryptocurrencies. And there's no doubt in my mind. And I did not believe in cryptocurrency at all until a month ago, until I realized that this is what's going to happen no matter what.
Yep. So
these,
the thing is, Steve, we're doing these live sessions every day, and we're explaining this again and again for 3 hours, 4 hours. We're investing a large amount of time, and then we finish here, and we go on the Telegram group, and we're chatting with our community. Is it worth it?
in my mind, yes. And only because I know there's somebody out there like me that could really use it. You know, that's really what it comes down to is, yes, we need a lot of people, but really it's just going to take one person, like the one guy who mentioned it in the beginning. And then this is going to go up and not come down. So really what I'm searching for is not necessarily, 10 million people to invest. I'm looking for those special ones. And all it's going to take is for them to come across it, be curious, watch the demonstration video, read a little bit, ask some questions, and there's no going back after that. You just can't deny what's happening here. And the market cap, like, this is an incredible deal.
But already when if I disappear for just a few hours because I need to get some sleep, people are panicking. The dev is gone.
Like,
that's hysterical. Like I'm alone in this project. Well, I'm not alone.
well, and can you stay up for 3 weeks straight? Like, how would you be then?
I'm yawning on screen nonstop. Right? I'm doing it.
Like, people sleep. Like, human beings sleep. The only way of doing it is with a bunch of bots that seem like you. And is that what people really want? Would you like to talk to a bot?
Worse than that, would you like to see our token be artificially traded by a bot just to give the impression that there's activity on the coin, that it's not dead, like 90% of the tokens on the internet are doing? Or do you want for people to look and say, whoa, this is a legitimate project, there's an active community, the founders are reachable, anybody can call me, talk to me, chat directly with me. Everybody knows that, they have direct access to the guy that built this thing. And say, well, at least I got the time of day. I know exactly what's going on. This is the real price. There's no manipulation behind it.
And there's live current news. There's, like, if you watch the videos, you can see things that should be making a huge impact and will eventually, once the user base is here, that every time big news comes out, the price is going to shoot up. So you could have that chance. Where else are there live feeds that talk about anything of importance? Usually it's just about a meme coin and let's pump this. So these landmarks, the 10,000 landmarks that people can purchase, they're actually quite significant. For example, I asked, because there's a top 100, and Ulys, Ayers Rock in Australia, that is not one of the top 100, surprisingly. Mm-hmm. So somebody could purchase that. And we all know it. We all know the spot. So wouldn't you enjoy owning something like that? And again, on sale?
You can actually enjoy owning a landmark of a place that where you have like your fond childhood memories. For example, when I was a kid, with my parents and my cousins and my aunts and uncles, we would take the car from Montreal because I'm Canadian originally, and we would drive down to Ogunquit, and we would go on the boardwalk. Fond memories of the
Right?
boardwalk in Ogunquit.
Like everybody could own that spot, the spot.
Exactly.
And I've messaged us literally on the replies of these posts, and I've said, I'm sure every single person has a memory of when they were a kid and they went somewhere with their family. Would
And
it not be interesting?
I'm not just tokenizing the spot of your fondest memory. I'm turning it into a revenue generator for you for life. Not under the form where you bought an NFT and it's a nice picture and you'll resell it. No, 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 no.
Right?
You're getting in play rewards from everybody in Ogunquit or wherever landmark that you love, goes there and confirms his presence in the app, and you get 5% commission for life. When it's the tier one landmark NFTs like the Eiffel Tower, Colosseum in Rome, Hagia Sophia in Turkey, the Statue of Liberty in New York, when you get a tier one where there's like 6, 7, 8, 10 million visitors annually, the Vatican, 19 million people a year, you get 20% commission on every visit. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars in annual passive income, not tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. I got the math right here. I pulled it up. I gave concrete examples. I'll just give one once again. Sagrada Familia in Spain, or here, people know more maybe the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, that beautiful building. 1.5 million annual visitors. If just 0.5% of these people click on I found it in our app, that's 6,500 people annually that would use it. You have charged, they collect free crypto. Why wouldn't they? That would yield you $65,000 per year.
And these prices right now,
It's at $18,000.
like incredible. So what happens when there's at least 1 million users or 100 million, which I see is still very low. Like I could see this being much, much larger than that. And you have the opportunity now to buy before it gets big. I think people should put some serious thought into this. Like we did the math the other day about buying all the landmarks, the top 100. You could literally buy them all for less than an apartment in Toronto.
250,000, you own them all.
Right? So, and then you could set your own price because you own them all. So if somebody comes to you and they're like, well, I want to buy this spot, you can really charge whatever you want. Not to mention, it would skyrocket the price of Quest. So you would want to buy some coins first.
Oh, yes, I forgot to explain that. Thank you. So
Right.
let's say that you buy the Burj Khalifa for $18,000. But before doing that, you buy some Quest tokens in the open market on Solana. So you buy Quest, whatever amount, keep that bag. And then you buy the Burj Khalifa, you pay 18,000. You own that NFT. It's going to yield you 20% a year, giving you $65,000 in passive income annually. And then we take those 18,000, the full amount, handled by the smart contract in the back end. The money goes straight to buy Quest tokens on the open market. So imagine those 18,000 that you spend on the Burj, you own it. The 18,000 goes straight to the smart contract. If you bought Quest behind that, you're golden, because the market cap would shoot up by $18,000, maybe multiplied by 5 because of the liquidity ratio right now. We're actually a very good spot. 19,000 liquidity for 36,000 market cap. is freaking awesome. There's a shit ton of liquidity in our token. Pardon my French. So that would skyrocket the price by $125,000 at least in market cap, which would put us at like 150K. Now you would sell your Quest tokens at a market cap of 150K that you bought beforehand, and you would get your 18,000 back plus a ton of profit. On top of that, it would trigger the algorithm everywhere because we would go instantly, like trading, massive green candle. Besides the small holders that you'll probably shake down because you created that spike, well, nobody could dump on you because we're buying the Quest to put it in our reserves. So we're not going to dump it and crash the price again. So you're causing a price spike and it's going to sustain.
Right,
and there's
creating
nobody
a floor.
behind you. You're creating a new floor and there's nobody behind you to dump it besides a few people holding a few measly dollars. But considering the influx of new traders that will jump in because we will be trending on DEX and everywhere, and that's the moment where we're going to pull the trigger and go all out, buying 500x, 500 times boost on DEX Screener and on CMC. By the way, we applied to get listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So we're waiting on that to happen. That's going to be cool. And we also want to expand to another decentralized exchange. But we need one event to trigger that.
Yeah. I wouldn't sell if I were them, even at 100,000 market cap. Yes, they would get their money back, but
exactly, sell to get your 18,000 back. Keep the rest.
I wouldn't sell. Like, we're talking one landmark. What happens when the other 100 sell? Like, we're talking huge numbers here.
And when we have 100 million people on the platform, the Burj Khalifa is not going to be worth 18,000. They're going to sell it for 200K.
Easily. So it's really real estate speculation at its finest.
Yeah.
Like, you can say you buy a property, a house, and you fix it up. You physically have to do that. And you know what? If you made double your money, you're doing really, really well. Well, with much less invested here, you can double your money without even barely trying. You're literally making it times 10 just by doing it yourself. That's what this market cap's all about. We're not at $1 billion right now where your $1,000 means nothing. No, you can make significant waves with a very small amount.
You know, yesterday the market cap went up by $7,300. I don't have really an explanation, maybe other than a guy in our group took care of adding our coin to several like crypto websites or top lists, and that attracted some investors. But like, we've been having this conversation for 1 hour and 48 minutes. We're giving incredibly important insights into Quest and into this platform. And the market cap went down by $450. So people are selling into our live with what we're explaining to them right now. We must be like boring like hell. Well, maybe I have to start jumping around and going, let's fucking go. I don't know. Is that going to trigger anything?
See, to me, these low prices are good for somebody. Like, somebody can buy in right now and get an amazing deal. If I'm telling you, if I had the money, like, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now.
Well, look, Steve, at one point, I'm going to strike the corporate deal or something, and I'm going to be fed up of this, and I'm going to come and I'm going to pick up everything.
Right. And I know that's coming.
That's
like it's just around the corner. It can happen at any time.
Yeah, because it's not going to take much for me to buy the whole supply.
and then just people won't get the opportunity. You know, all those people I've been trying to tell, my friends. I've got friends that are broke, and they tell me they can't put $10 down because they can't afford it. And yet they drink, 15 beers in a day. Well, if you just took that $10 and put it down, you might lose a couple dollars, maybe, but I really doubt it. I see it going a lot higher.
Like all
That's
you
why
need
I'm
to
in.
do,
I can't afford to lose, and I don't see it being possible.
you can take one cigarette less per day, just one cigarette less per day, and you're saving one pack in a month. And there you go, you have your $10.
Right? And if you're in Canada, that's $18.
You're kidding me? A pack of cigarettes is $18 now?
Seriously.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
So
my God.
think about
that
it that way.
I used to live in Côte St. Luc, so I used to go to Kanawaki. It was next door.
Yeah.
Because I like Cuban cigars. I don't like cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. But everybody would go to the what they call Indian reserves. So it's
Yep.
not polite to call them like that. They're natives. They're not Indians. That's a fuck up by Christopher Columbus. So the native reserves, they sell the cigarettes cheaper, and people used to go there. But now $18 a pack.
Yeah, not even joking. So when these people tell me, oh, I can't afford to invest $10, and again, this is an investment, you're not giving away $10. You're not losing $10. It's not falling out of your pocket. No, you're investing $10, and the potential it has to become hundreds of thousands is what you're really doing with that $10. Or you can buy a half a pack of smokes, or 3 beers, cheap beers. So don't tell me you don't have $10. That, like, I wish they wouldn't even lie to me like that, because I just find it really annoying.
Offensive, huh? Yeah.
Right?
Could you believe that we have 2 people watching on Pump too?
That's odd, because
So
I thought there was more than that before we started. But let's just hope that people watch this video afterwards. It's the time zone thing. It's very confusing. You never really know who's going to be on and when. Some of the videos we did where there were a few viewers, people watched afterwards. That was good. But again, like, are these viewers that are already invested? Because really what we need is new eyes and new investors.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
the NFTs, like owning landmarks, that's very important right now. So people should really start looking at that and not ignore it.
Another thing that's going to happen is that, sorry to interrupt you, I'm going to be going to all the crypto conferences and events around the world.
Mhm.
So sooner or later, you're going to see me everywhere.
Right.
Crypto
And you can't tell me
conference in
that's not going to
Miami.
work.
Oh, jeez, man,
That will
over
work.
there, they're going to see this. They're going to
Right.
freak out.
Yeah.
Freak out.
So right now, if you get some LNI and reserve your spot, the sooner you reserve something, the more likely you are to get the spot you want. But again, with 10,000, the likelihood of somebody wanting the exact same spot as you is probably pretty low. But there's more and more people getting on the list. So if you want that spot that's in your mind, then you might want to jump on that.
You pay $25 to be on the wait list, which includes the price of the NFT.
Mhm.
Right now, we sold 13 of them. You could buy up to 10 landmarks. So now, if you would buy some LNI and you would buy a landmark, you would be number 14 to select your landmark on 10,000. that gives you a pretty damn good opportunity to buy um, a landmark of your choosing that is or extremely lucrative with a lot of like annual visitors, or just a place that you really want because you love it.
Just that
So
option, I think, is huge. Being able to get the one you want. You're not just paying $25 and you're getting something. No, you can pick which one you want. It's
yeah,
incredible.
so yeah, I think it's good enough for today. Now, see, we covered it. It's 8:44 p.m. I'm going to do me a favor. We've been streaming for an hour 55 minutes. I'm going to stop it here.
Okay.
I mean, there's no more that we can say that we haven't been saying for like the past 3 weeks.
Yeah,
What more do you want me to add to that?
the only thing we haven't done is jump around and say, let's fucking go and do that whole pony show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw a coin that was like a 300,000 market cap, and it's like dudes running around the house, running around a big house with some weird clothes, and they have some pots and pans, and they're banging them and making a whole bunch of noise. So they're acting like some others like are going crazy and complaining. Stop this! You have to put like, as you said, the clown and pony show. I don't know.
Right? I can't do that myself. You know,
Not my
there's certain
nature either.
lines I will not cross, and I'm not going to put on a show like that.
That's why the pump fund community and this young generation of crypto traders uh, do not understand or see what they have here. But what can we do?
I think they
Besides,
will. I think when it's at a 100 or $1 million market cap, then they'll notice. I think that.
yeah, that's when they'll start trading.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you don't want to get in on these prices, wait till later. Sure. Even at $1 million market cap, you're still going to gain dramatically. It's just right now would probably be a better time, but that that's not me. Like it's up to them.
Um, Token price with. I'm just going to make a simulation. I love AI. Mhm. So easy to calculate, anyways. Let me just make a speculation here. And this could fly off any moment. I mean, somebody's going to take notice and write about us. We're making a lot of noise. We're starting to get noticed. Somebody's going to write an article in Forbes or Financial Times or in a travel magazine, and it's going to take off. We're going to come back and say, I saw this at ground floor and
Right?
I didn't take it because it looked boring.
Or I
And I would
sold
have
my
made,
$20 at a loss.
yeah, exactly.
You know, one of those
Come on.
lifelong regrets.
Okay. Huh. Wow. Wow.
So what
So if we're going from a market cap of 36,000 right now, we get to a million. We're at a 27.78x increase. So very simple.
go off of $100?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing.
27% increase.
27.78. $2,778, but no. So $100, that's 27,778 tokens right now at 36,000 market cap. The same $100, when we're at 1 million market cap, will only give you 1,000 tokens. So you would buy 1,000 tokens at 1 million market cap instead of 27,778 right now, which means that when we're at 1 billion market cap, your $100 are worth or $1 million, or they're worth $100,000.
Right. So that makes complete sense. So I would definitely wait. Right.
Yeah.
Wait till later and buy, because you're going to buy it anyways.
On a no-brainer, no risk, no rug pull, a platform that works 100%, fully tested and functional, used by millions of people around the world, because we do have millions of people in our database, believe it or not. I won't give the exact numbers. And everybody signed up for free. So we're going to start generating revenue by selling stuff on our platform as well. Skins, avatars, subscriptions, a whole bunch of stuff are coming.
There's a very bright future here for anybody who can be a little patient.
Yeah. So that's that. I'm done for today.
All right.
Thank you very much, Steve, for your time as usual. It's a real pleasure to have you here with me every day. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your time, all of you. So please hang in there. We are working our asses off, and please trust the fact, as I tried to explain and to emphasize, I have tremendous experience dealing with everybody in the crypto world. I'm 55 years old. I started this when crypto started. When I did the Metaverse Expo in Vegas in 2022, I met the guys launching the meme coins and making a fortune. I know people in the industry. Things have changed considerably. And if you come with me with marketing opportunities and you say, why don't you do that? It's better than nothing. No, trust me. Nothing is sometimes better than doing that, because if I throw money at something that's not going to work, the investors behind me that are financing these things are not going to keep it up. Now, you're only looking at it because you'd like to see a pump right now, and maybe somebody have to ban in the group, promoting shit again. Tired. Delete. Goodbye. I know that sometimes I sound like really harsh, but I have a tremendous amount of knowledge, and when I say that it's not the right place to invest, there's several reasons. It's not only my knowledge of the market. When you recommend, put a post with this guy, look at this guy, he looks legitimate. Why? Because he has 1.9 million followers. Trust me, even when he has 1.9 million followers, it doesn't mean he's legit. They're asking for outrageous prices for a post for accounts with millions of followers, and the results are very disappointing. We tried it. We tried it with Quests. And as I said, the most important thing, I cannot allocate money that is coming from investors to marketing plans that are going to fail, or that are only going to trigger a temporary green candle that will come back down because it attracted only speculators. So you guys have to understand that we want to do things the right way, but doing things the right way takes time. Throwing money at stuff, throwing money at marketing is not good enough. It has to be the right marketing. We have to address the right segment of the population. When you're saying, pay this guy 25 bucks or 50 bucks, take a few of them, post on Twitter with these guys, you look at their traffic, and I'm not talking the origin of the account. They could be from Pakistan or India or Nigeria or whatever. Not a problem. I always tell them, show me your stats. Show me the distribution of your traffic. And some of them, big accounts with like 100,000 followers, 80% of their traffic, 80% come from India and Pakistan. Even if I give these guys only $25, they're wasted. It's not going to bring a single long-term investment. I'm not going to get any ROI on that. And I'm doing it to prop up the value of Quest token for you guys. I can't even say there's an interest in it for me because I'm not holding 60% of the supply getting ready to rug everybody. So I want to push this upwards. So you guys in the community, you want this to go up. Man, make an effort. Frank proposed it in the group. He said, guys, whatever dollar you put in the marketing, I'll match it.
Right.
We have a
Extremely generous.
multi-signature wallet. Yeah, right there. Just make a contribution. Nobody can afford it. A couple of guys did. There's $89 in there.
I think the best thing that people could do is make a YouTube video, link it to this account, and show people. You know, if you want to make $1 million, that one video could reach the right people, and bam, there it is. And that's free.
See, we're explaining all this, but the people watching now, the small guys selling for these $20, etc., and the price is at $36,841 now. They're like, oh, listen to them talk. This is going to take some time. This is not going to pump now. Or there's not going to be a green candle on Sunday. I'm selling. Let me go to a meme coin and get rugged so I can lose my $20 in the next 5 minutes.
Right.
Freaking blows my mind, man.
Yeah. No, if that's what people want to do, that's what they're going to do. But
stay poor.
If I were them,
stay
I'd
poor,
hold
guys.
on.
Stay poor. Congratulations.
Hold on. Make a video. Try it out. I think you can even do a virtual tour and earn a bit that way. You know, learn something and earn at the same time.
Yeah.
So really, yeah, it's up to people at the end of the day. They can help. You know, you can help by commenting on the posts. People can help a lot.
My co-founder is telling me you're losing patience way too much. You should just pull out completely. Just stick to what you do, you know, development, and go to conferences and do your stuff, but forget about like being live all day and answering in the Telegram group. I'll handle it. So from now on, Karen is going to be in there. I have some important things to develop for the business, which by extension will prop up the value of Quest token and the rest. Yeah, because I mean, people want to see dev. I'm here. I'm available. Reaching out to everybody, and I can't explain where we're sitting right now. I can't explain it. So before I lose my sanity, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to convert back to development and keep on building and work with my partners, investors, and all in the background with some serious, real plans that will have real effects. But continuing here to argue with the meme coin community, I've been doing it for 3 weeks, and look where we're sitting. It's just not working, Steve. It's not working.
Yeah. No, we'll figure something else out. Like always, the show will go on. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got to talk to the right segment. This is obviously not it. So you guys watching that are not in our right segment, this was your last chance. This is your last chance. You take it or you blew it. And yeah, I don't mince my words because first of all, I'm authentic. I'm a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. You might not like it. It's not arrogance. I'm not a narcissist. I don't have an ego problem, but I have a tremendous amount of experience, and I'm telling you things the way they are. Steve too has a lot of experience. We're not kids. So you kids continue playing the casino, and good luck with that. And sorry if I offended you. I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That's what it is.
So if people can just check out the coin in the video, look into it a little bit, and then come over to Telegram and ask some questions, and that would be great.
All right, wonderful.
Right
Thank
on.
you very much. I'll see you on the Telegram group, Steve, and
Yeah.
all of you as well. It
See you
was a
soon.
pleasure. See you later. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.